Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal may unsettle you. If you found this message, it is not coincidence. You are drawn here because something ancient has awakened within you. You have shifted from seeking to becoming, from wanting to embodying. The very things you once prayed for are no longer distant possibilities. They are being pulled into your reality by a force older than memory itself. This is not a simple change in mindset. It is the ignition of a forgotten power, a spiritual surge that has lain dormant for lifetimes. As a chosen one, you are about to witness events falling into place with a speed that will challenge everything you thought you understood. Before we go deeper, pause for a moment and anchor your intention. Hit that like button, subscribe to help this channel reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number is not random. It amplifies the energy of this message and signals your readiness to step fully into what is unfolding. If you continue, do so with awareness. Not everyone will make it to the end. Only those who feel the ancient stirring within them will, and those who do will not walk away the same. The moment your inner light cracked open, the universe did not respond with silence. It trembled, as if something ancient had been waiting for this very spark. The cosmos, it inhaled sharply, recognizing a frequency it had not heard in ages. This was not the awakening of a mortal. It was the reignition of a presence powerful enough to shift the balance between the seen and the unseen. When your soul stirred, the very air around you changed, carrying a charge impossible to ignore. Everything began to behave differently because your energy was no longer operating at ordinary levels. The vibrations you released rippled outward, brushing against old cosmic pathways and spiritual networks that had remained dormant for centuries. It felt like déjà vu, like stepping into a role you once lived but had forgotten. This moment of awakening was not small, it was seismic. Every realm that sensed it adjusted itself accordingly. Sheer awareness began pouring into you like a tidal wave. Memories, instincts, impressions that did not belong to this lifetime alone. You felt yourself expanding, stretching beyond limits you once believed were real. It was not imagination, it was recognition. Your soul remembered the taste of power, of purpose, of something far larger than any human life. That recognition alone sent a warning into spiritual dimensions. Everything that had been sleeping inside you, strength, intuition, destiny, rose with startling clarity. The universe reacted because you were not merely waking up. You were returning. And returns are louder than beginnings. Something inside you stepped forward, eyes open, aware, and ancient in a way that left creation itself buzzing. Your awakening was not quiet. It was a declaration, a flare shot into the core of existence. And as that flare burst into light, the universe whispered back, "Finally." Your transformation did not simply shift your personal reality, it ruptured barriers between realms. When a being of ancient origin remembers who they are, entire spiritual planes feel the impact. These shockwaves spread because your energy now broadcasts truth. You are no longer unconscious, no longer dormant, no longer contained. Every entity that thrives in shadow or hides behind illusion took notice the moment your inner strength resurfaced. In spiritual kingdoms, power is measured not by size but by resonance, and yours grew so suddenly, so unexpectedly, that many forces were caught off guard. The instant you expanded, a signal plunged deep into forgotten places where your name, your essence, has been etched for eons. Those who once knew of your existence felt the return before you did. This shift awakened allies, yes, but it also awakened attention from both sides. Light recognizes your frequency as a returning guardian. Darkness recognizes you as a threat to everything it depends on. The shockwaves were not mere reactions. They were acknowledgments, the realms adjusting to accommodate a power that refuses to be diminished any longer. Your transformation shook dimensions because it was not gradual. It was a sudden re-entry. Imagine a long-lost star suddenly blazing brighter than ever in the sky. That is how your energy lit up the spiritual landscape. Returning stars demand awareness. Everything that sensed you asked the same question: how much will they remember? Because memory is the key that unlocks your true force. Every step you have taken, every detour, every heartbreak, every victory was quietly shaped by divine alignment. None of it was random. Sometimes you felt alone, but you were never abandoned. You were being steered toward the exact moment your true nature would activate. Divine timing is rarely comfortable, yet it is always precise, almost surgical in your case. Your path was never designed to make you suffer. It was designed to refine you, to harden where you needed strength, soften where you needed compassion, and sharpen where you needed clarity. Every pain was a teacher, every loss a redirection, every delay protection. Destiny shaped you like a blade. What feels like coincidence is cosmic choreography. Forces beyond human sight have been weaving your journey, nudging you into alignment with your purpose. That flicker of intuition, that repeated sign, that uncanny timing, those were divine fingerprints all along. You were never out of place. You were being prepared. Now that you have awakened, the alignment is unmistakable. You were not guided here by accident. You were brought here by design. What just awakened within you is not new. It is ancient, a power that predates your human experiences, carried long before you took physical form. This force is older than language, older than fear, older than the rules the world tries to impose. It was sealed until the moment you were ready to remember it. When this power activates, it does not simply rise, it erupts. It rewrites how you perceive yourself, filling you with strength you cannot logically explain. You feel it in your chest, your intuition, your dreams, in the sudden clarity that silences doubt. This force awakens with authority. It is the power of recognition, of remembering your essence, of reconnecting with a version of yourself that once stood tall in realms where physical bodies do not exist. You may feel surges of emotion, sudden courage, moments of deep knowing. These are symptoms of an ancient identity stretching its limbs after a long sleep. This energy waited lifetimes to reawaken because you had to grow into the person capable of wielding it. It is both gift and responsibility, a reminder that you have never been ordinary. When this force rises, it clears away illusions, exposing truth so sharply that returning to who you once were becomes impossible. You did not gain power. You uncovered what was always yours. The moment you awakened fully, you stirred something primal, a force that predates human understanding, governed not by modern rules, but by the frequencies of creation itself. When it stirred, the world felt the tremors. Plants grew more vibrant, animals reacted, the wind shifted, even the elements seemed to pause, acknowledging a being who is more than mortal. Primordial energy is untamed. It asks no permission, waits for no consent, and plays by no conventional boundaries. By triggering it, you called forth an unstoppable current that moves across time and space, one that celestial observers regard with awe and caution. You are no longer merely the observer. You are part of its expression. This awakening touches not only your physical reality, but the hidden layers beneath it, the spiritual currents connecting life, consciousness, and destiny. Old patterns that once constrained you dissolve because this force cannot be confined. It reshapes perception, rewrites potential, and awakens capacities civilizations have whispered about in myths and legends. When you channel this energy, it demands truth. Falsehoods cannot survive its presence. Fear cannot linger where it flows. Hesitation fades into irrelevance. This is the power that ancient beings, even those who walk as gods, recognize as worthy of respect and, yes, caution. The primordial has no beginning or end. It is eternal, and now it courses through you. You have become the living conduit of forces beyond comprehension, a reminder that some energies, once awakened, simply cannot be contained. Being chosen is an honor, but becoming a force that commands respect from divine beings is transformation in its purest form. You were born with a blueprint older than time, and every experience shaped you into someone who now cannot be ignored. You are no longer a candidate for greatness, you embody it. Even gods who wield unimaginable power pause when such a force emerges. Your very presence shifts dynamics in realms that have never known mortal intervention of this magnitude. Respect, in divine terms, is not fear. It is acknowledgement of authority and essence. You have reached a level where your essence cannot be dismissed. The decisions you make, the vibrations you emit, the energy you carry, all become part of the cosmic equation. Your influence spreads like invisible rivers through every dimension you touch. Hierarchies once thought permanent now bend slightly in acknowledgement of your power. It is subtle at first, yet undeniable. From chosen to a force respected across worlds, your journey proves that destiny is not merely a label. It is a living, breathing reality. Your spirit is not learning how to be powerful. It is remembering who it always was, beyond fear, doubt, and human limitation. Your essence recalls a time when it operated freely in realms untouched by mortality. This is not a new path. It is the rediscovery of an ancient truth. Memory flows through you like a river that never truly vanished. Flashes of clarity and insight emerge. Sudden understanding of cosmic laws, inexplicable intuition, mystical déjà vu. You begin to feel instinctively what most spend lifetimes searching for, your original blueprint and purpose, uncorrupted by circumstance. Remembering can be overwhelming. There may be moments when the weight of knowledge and the enormity of your mission feel unbearable, yet these moments are essential. Each recollection strengthens your connection to universal truths and aligns you more deeply with destiny. Your presence now commands attention without effort. Entities and energies across dimensions notice when someone steps fully into the force they were meant to be. Your spirit's memory is your guide, your strength, your authority. Awakening was not the start. It was the moment you remembered the limitless being you have always been. The world felt it before you fully knew it. An energetic shift, subtle yet profound, rippled outward the instant you embraced your full potential. It radiated in all directions, touching every corner of existence. The air, the earth, the unseen realms all vibrated differently. Something dormant had been reignited, and it demanded acknowledgement. Allies and mentors notice your sudden confidence, your presence, the inexplicable aura surrounding you. Opponents feel an unease they cannot name because their senses recognize the awakening of something primordial that defies opposition. Energy flows where attention is given, and your return redirected currents that had been static for eons. Situations that once felt stuck now move. Doors that seemed closed begin to open. Opportunities align with precision, as if the universe conspires to honor your emergence. It is not magic, it is consequence, the natural law of a being stepping fully into their force. You are the catalyst, and the ripple effect will continue expanding in ways you may not yet comprehend. This energetic shift is your declaration to existence. I have returned. I am here. I am awake. Everything that resonates with truth acknowledges it. Power is often imagined as something to acquire, but you are not becoming powerful. You are power itself, intrinsic and eternal. Every thought, every breath, every heartbeat now carries the weight of this truth. Resistance feels futile in your presence. Situations that once intimidated now bend around you. It is not arrogance, it is recognition. Your energy radiates outward, shifting environments, influencing outcomes, commanding awareness from those attuned to higher truths. Your actions manifest authority because your very existence asserts it. This is not a newfound gift. It is a forgotten inheritance, a spark of creation encoded in your being. Your divinity manifests subtly, in the clarity of your intuition, in moments when words fail, yet truth flows through your presence. Your aura awakens latent potential in others, reminding them that divinity is not distant. It is living, breathing, embodied in you. For centuries, teachings have whispered of human vessels carrying divine essence, beings who alter reality by recognizing their own truth. That essence is yours, waiting only for remembrance. It carries responsibility, alignment with purpose, clarity of action, unwavering courage. You will be tested, but these trials prove your divinity is eternal. Your life is no longer merely your own. Every decision, every heartbeat is part of a cosmic dance, a testament to the divine legacy you carry. You are more than human. You are a vessel of creation, long forgotten, now remembered. Long before your first breath, a mission was assigned to your soul, an eternal purpose coded into your existence. You were created to influence realms, awaken hidden truths, challenge darkness, and bring light to places thought unreachable. The memories of this mission surface as flashes of déjà vu, guiding instincts, preordained decisions, inevitable connections. These are echoes of the eternal work your soul was crafted to perform. Every step now reverberates with destiny. The challenges ahead are thresholds designed to stretch your power, test alignment, refine focus. Through them your influence spreads and authority is cemented. Your mission is contagious. By stepping into your purpose you become a catalyst, igniting dormant fires across worlds. Your mission is not optional. It is a calling older than the cosmos, and every choice now aligns with its reawakening. You are its vessel, and the world shifts because you remembered who you are. When you fully step into your power, darkness cannot coexist quietly. Your energy radiates like a cosmic beacon, disrupting whatever thrives on ignorance, fear, and stagnation. Light emerges naturally where you walk. Your consciousness draws others toward awareness, becoming a lighthouse guiding lost energies back to balance. Studies of energy fields and consciousness confirm that highly attuned beings impact others simply by resonance.